when I got into tech, I got into a 6-month apprenticeship program. And this was a program for new devs where they look for new developers who had an untraditional background, and they did not get a formal computer science degree, and they hire you for 6 months, train you through for half of it, and then the next half you get to work on an actual team. At the end of it, if you do a good job, you get good evaluations, you get promoted to a full-time software engineer on the team. And so I was a part of this program. I did my training, and halfway through it, or a little bit more than halfway through it, they had the team I was in, the overarching division, had a hiring freeze. That they were no longer hiring for more employees. So even though I had a good evaluations, they wouldn't be able to proceed me to become a full-time engineer. And it was tough because even though I did a good job, I made it through, it wasn't going to happen for me, and then I have to start the job search all over again. But the thing is, I had time. I had time to think through my options, what to do. And the company I worked at was huge. They had it's like a tech giant, and they had many sub teams within the company. And then I looked on the job board of the company, and I saw other positions opening. So I applied to. There was 2 of them that were hiring that I was qualified for, and I applied. And then I had to message the managers about my situation, and both of them offered me an interview. 3 rounds of interviews. So I had to study. I had to study a lot for it, and then I went through the first team. Went through it, and I kind of bombed it, my interviews, and I did not get it. And then I went to the second job, and I had interviews, and this one went better. But then they also decided not to proceed with me, and so then I was going to be cut. And my contract ended, and I did get cut. But then a week later, the HR representative contacted me, and they told me that they changed their mind about the second team and decided to proceed to be willing to give me an offer. And it worked out, and I signed on for the team, and I worked there for a year and a half or so. Just over a year actually. And then that one ended, and now I started freelancing. But it shows that even if you see a cut coming, if you have time, you can take actions. You can be resourceful with what you have. Like during the time I saw it coming, I had time, I was resourceful. I had to think on my feet, what can I do to stay in this company. I already had the in within this company, and that allowed me to have an internal interview rather than just applying it straight out of the market. And by doing this, by getting some of my support for my team, I was able to get a job. So even though for any challenge you have to be resourceful with what you currently have, and use what you have to your advantage to accomplish any goal you have. So I just wanted to share with you my story of how I stayed on to the company after having a job cut. Thank you so much for watching. My name's David. I'm a freelance web developer based out of Las Vegas. If you need help building out your app idea, web app, website, SaaS app, if you're learning how to code, you're struggling, need help, feel free to message me about any questions you have, what you're working on, any challenges you're facing through, and I can see how I can help. Thank you so much.